Welcome to Pharma AI Knowledge. Today we're diving into the thrilling world of regulatory submissions. Now, I know what you're thinking. This is going to be drier than a saltine cracker left in the Sahara Desert. But stick with me, because we're talking about eCTD 4.0, the latest, greatest thing since sliced bread. If sliced bread was a highly technical document format used for submitting new drug applications. The pharmaceutical industry is notoriously complex, and navigating the regulatory landscape can feel like trying to solve a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding a unicycle on top of a moving train. But eCTD 4.0 is here to hopefully make that whole process a little less painful. So buckle up, because we're about to unpack this acronym-laden world and see how eCTD 4.0 is poised to revolutionize how new drugs get approved. First things first, let's talk about the foundation of eCTD 4.0, its shiny new XML backbone. Previous versions of eCTD relied on this clunky old system called STF, which was about as user-friendly as a rabid badger. But XML, or Extensible Markup Language, is like the well-organized friend we all wish we had. It brings order to the chaos, allowing for a more structured and standardized way to present information. With XML, everything has its place. Every piece of data is tagged and categorized, making it easier for regulatory agencies to sift through the mountains of information involved in a drug approval. This shift to XML paves the way for the RPS model, or the Regulated Product Submission model, allowing for greater flexibility and efficiency throughout the entire life cycle of a drug submission. Remember the days of painstakingly editing documents only to discover you had to start all over again? Fear not, because eCTD 4.0 is here to banish those document management nightmares. With its improved lifecycle management, eCTD 4.0 is like having a personal assistant. Documents are now dynamic, living things that can be updated or deleted with ease. In the world of regulatory submissions, this is a game changer. Now let's talk about metadata, shall we? No, it's not a new superhero movie starring, well, me, though that would be fantastic. Metadata is the secret sauce that makes eCTD 4.0 so incredibly powerful. See, in the old days, finding specific information within a regulatory submission was like trying to find a needle in a haystack the size of Texas. But with eCTD 4.0, every piece of data is tagged with descriptive metadata, turning that haystack into a well-organized library. Imagine being able to search for a specific phrase like clinical trial results for patients aged 40 to 45 and having the system instantly pull up all the relevant documents and data points. That's the power of metadata. You know what's even more fun than navigating the complexities of one type of regulatory submission? Navigating the complexities of multiple types of submissions, said no one ever. Because as it turns out, different countries and regions often have their own specific requirements for regulatory submissions. But fear not, caffeine-deprived viewers, because eCTD 4.0 is here to streamline the process. With its support for multiple submission types, eCTD 4.0 acts like a universal translator for the regulatory world. Whether you're submitting a new drug application, an abbreviated new drug application, or any other type of submission, eCTD 4.0 can handle it. By providing a standardized format for different submission types, eCTD 4.0 reduces the complexity and redundancy that often plagues the regulatory process. Let's face it, pharmaceutical regulations have been as unified as cats planning a surprise party. But eCTD 4.0 is here to harmonize global standards. It bridges gaps between regulatory agencies with a common technical standard. This reduces region-specific variations, easing multi-country submissions. Faster approvals mean quicker access to new treatments for patients. eCTD 4.0 is a giant leap towards a unified global regulatory system. Now you might be thinking, this all sounds great, but what about all the companies still using the old eCTD 2.2 system? Are they just out of luck? And to that I say, don't worry, we're not monsters. eCTD 4.0 has been designed with backward compatibility in mind. This means that companies currently using eCTD 2.2 won't have to completely overhaul their systems overnight. they can transition to eCTD 4.0 at their own pace, taking advantage of the new features and benefits as they see fit. Of course, just like with phone updates, there might be a few minor hiccups along the way, but overall the transition should be relatively painless. However, it's important to note that while eCTD 4.0 is designed to be backward compatible, different regulatory agencies will have their own timelines for adopting the new standard. So there you have it, eCTD 4.0- the latest and greatest thing to happen to regulatory submissions since, well, ever. It's faster, more efficient, and, dare I say, even a little bit exciting, at least for a regulatory geek like me. While it might not solve all the world's problems, eCTD 4.0 is a shining example of how technology can be used to improve even the most complex and bureaucratic processes. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Pharma AI Knowledge for more insights into the world of pharmaceuticals and regulatory affairs.